Hello everyone. This topic we're talking about Integrated Solid Waste Management or ISWM. The production of an increasing quantity and complexity of waste are the nexus of a further threat to the environment. The estimated quantity of municipal solid waste generated worldwide is 1.7 to 1.9 billion metric tons. In many cases, municipal wastes are not well managed, as cities and municipalities cannot cope with the accelerated pace of waste production. Waste collection rates are often lower than 70% in low-income countries. Establishing and improving facilities for collection, recycling, treatment, and operating sanitary landfills and incineration plants require huge investments and incur substantial operation and maintenance costs. That's why it's become increasingly difficult to find suitable locations for waste treatment facilities due to the prevalence of the "not in my backyard" or NIMBY attitude amongst communities. Since we live in a world of increasing scarcity, raw materials from natural resources are limited, financial resources are often insufficient, and securing land for final disposal is getting more difficult. As you can see from the photo, that the household will generate the waste, and the waste will send it to the recycle factory. The recycle factory will make the new products and send it back to the shop, that the customer will buy back to the household again. This is the closing loop system. So we should go to the goal of resource-efficient, recycle-based society in order to provide a clean, healthy, and present living environment and future generations. Integrated solid waste management concept is placed highest priority on waste prevention, waste reduction, and waste recycling instead of just trying to cope with ever-increasing amounts of waste through treatment and disposal. Let's talk more about ISWM concept. ISWM involves evaluating local needs and conditions, and then selecting and combining the most appropriate waste management activities for those conditions. The major ISWM activities are waste prevention, recycling, composting, combustion, disposal in proper design, constructed and managed landfills. Let's see the waste estimated composition at source. The first part is organic materials, which are food, vegetable, bone, and leaf, which are accounting for 40%. The second one is recyclable materials, which are paper, glass, metal, plastic, accounted for 40%. The last part is waste to be disposed. For example, like non-recyclable plastic, hazardous waste, special waste, ceramics, textiles, and others, which are accounting for 20% of the total waste. This is an example of ISWM in Thailand, or we can call it as Pisnulok model. It divides household waste into 5 main categories. The first one is sellable materials, which can be sold to the recycle factory. The second one is organic waste, which should be composed at household level. The third one is hazardous waste, which should be storage and then disposed by the private sector. The fourth one is infected waste, which should be sent to incinerate. The last one is waste to be disposal, which should send to the mechanical biological waste treatment process, or we can call it as MBT. At the household level, we should separate waste into four main categories. The first one is sellable materials. The second one is organic waste. The third one is hazardous waste. The last one is waste to be disposal. These four of waste, if we separate at house, we can call it as the community-based solid waste management. Separate sellable material at household, like can, plastic, bottle, and glass. Where sellable materials go. The first one is can go to small enterprise in the community. The second one is can go to the waste recycle bag that initiated by the community too. The last one is go directly to the waste market. Then all of the recycled waste will be sold to manufacturing. After separate sellable material, then you have to separate organic waste and waste to be disposed as household in separate bin. Then bring your own organic waste to make a compost in your backyard. This is an example of composting and liquid fertilizer in community level. Bring your own hazardous waste to dispose at the drop-off station in your communities. This is an example of hazardous waste collection point in the community. Waste to be disposed of should be sent to mechanical biological treatment process or MBT. MBT was adopted in many European countries such as Germany and Austria. In Thailand, it has MBT plants in Phitsanulok and Suranari University of Technology. The main processes are mechanical sorting and biological digestion process. After the mechanical separation and biological process, we will obtain the soil conditioners and or refill the risk fuel or RDF. Benefits of integrated solid waste management. Reducing generation by promoting reuse and recycling of waste reflects the environmental conservation through effective use of resources. Citizens have a role to separate waste at the source. Our recycling businesses are substantial job to society.